Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills, and if you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my
Boy, you one ugly motherfucker here, my brother. Nicely groomed elbow looking at. Mr. Potato Head with cancer looking at. Unsolved mystery face at. Question mark face at. Your ass like a
100 bands for a kilo.
And it ain't nothing new. Wanna grab for the loot, and I hang with the mob. You come with the smooth, I gave you my heart, and you tell me the truth. But you better think smart, cause you know what we do. Yeah, you know how we do.
And let's keep better move, right? We still back
In the schools, right? Niggas be was in the mood.
What's happening?
Boy, y'all ass like 3 monsters off Space Jam. Monster Inc. face ass.
What's wrong? Back here with another one, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, bro. The first thing y'all notice, 2 things. I ain't alone. I remember them from my last video. Flashback.
Chip out here, you gotta just take a bite.
It's cold and soggy.
I know, it's trash. Hold up to camera what you about to eat. Go ahead, just get it over with. There you go, take it.
Second thing is y'all see I got my hair box braid, but I'm about to take this out this week actually. Y'all probably wondering why do I got my niece and nephew right here. Again, the reason I got them here is because we about to actually do a try not to get scared. Y'all think y'all about to get scared?
No.
You know what I'm saying? We about to find out. I'm trying to get one of them to have nightmares, but don't ask why. But keep on this video, you enjoy it. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell if you new. We about to hop straight into this try not to get scared. Let's get straight to it. Alright, y'all. We got 18 TikTok videos that will freak you out. By the way, if I look a little greasy, but it is really hot in here, so we just about to, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
There's more on TikTok than just people dancing, and
See,
these TikToks will really freak you out. Number 15. So far, we've seen many potentially haunted houses in these TikToks, but nothing compares to the paranormal events that happened in Alex Huff's videos. She's filming a makeup tutorial in her room when a noise interrupts her. It's the creaking of her closet door opening. Even though nobody is near the door, all of a sudden when she gets up to inspect the closet, it slams shut and the light above her shuts off in an instant. For further proof, she also films inside the closet to prove no one is inside. Based on her reaction, I would guess that this video is 100% real. She genuinely looks terrified after these events take place,
and that happened to my
so
closet.
either she is talented at acting or this house is haunted by something nefarious. Number 13. Sav and Jack records what they claim is a genuine 3 a.m. paranormal encounter. Sav wakes up after a bad dream with a strange urge to check on Jack. She says she is feeling some weird energy when suddenly
Picking up on this weird energy.
her phone picks up an eerie entity that disappears upon being discovered. Watch this part and tell me if you think it's editing. It's a little suspicious how she centers the camera perfectly on the area where the ghost is to appear moments before it happens, so some people think it might not be real.
Let me explain why I left this part in here. So an ad comes on and I'm waiting to skip it, and mind y'all, it's 3 in the morning, and out of nowhere my house phone start ringing. Now we had the house phone for a couple months, but we don't really use it, so nobody really has a number. And the fact that it kept ringing throughout my video at 3 a.m. while we're watching a scary TikTok is kinda creepy. So I didn't answer the phone because if I heard 7 days, I would've, you know what, never mind. Let's just get back to the video.
We'll be right back after this ad.
Yeah.
Why does the phone every time during my video?
Hello? What? Really, Mace? Who's gay? Hello?
Hear me now?
What?
Can you hear me now?
Kind of.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
7 days.
Users on the TikTok community. His dances were funny at first, but as he Number 11. KT Camp records her overhead lights swaying back and forth. They start out moving clockwise, but at the end of the video, they are starting to move the other way. Maybe she twisted up the cord on purpose to make it do this, but that doesn't explain the orbs. There's an especially large one here that is different from the others in size, shape and speed as well. Real haunting or just a fake attempt in a dusty kitchen? You tell me. Number 10. Dancing or lip syncing. Just a creepy room with whispering voices on the other end of a white door with no knob.
Oh, nah.
The lack of a knob does not stop some force from opening and closing the door. The door is fully shut and you can even hear the latch unclick here. Finally, with absolutely no edits or cuts, the person recording gets up to reveal a small closet with just clothes inside. Number 9.
See, bro, that be making me like kind of scared of my closet, bro.
Shows a mystery
it ain't nothing but
within
clothes
the
and
window
stuff in
on
there,
the first floor. Are the curtains partially pulled back, or is a figure looking out of a window late at night?
It's definitely
For no reason
something.
at all. A high-powered flashlight is directly on them.
I would never go that close to that.
For its
Yeah, I
own
wouldn't even be
outline,
out at that
Number
time.
8, a TikTok user named Dixon83 catches a paranormal experience in the kitchen, which he had suspected was haunted for some time. His suspicions are confirmed when his cat trots through and the closest cabinet door swings open by itself.
Oh, did it drop?
It's a heavy exhale. His cat is definitely looking directly into the cabinet at something unseen. Tell me what you think it was.
They didn't push it down with the...
Number 7.
Oh,
Calboy
man.
Jesus says that he literally quit his security job after witnessing this while on surveillance. First a tire rolls into view, which I guess someone could have done out of frame, but then a backpack falls off a chair. It could have been attached to a string, but the video is too low quality to tell for certain, so I'll leave it up to you. Number 6.
I'm definitely quitting
Raquel
my
is
job
alone in her
if that
room
happened.
when this shadow passes through her room without passing over her.
Oh,
Her
no,
hands are not
bro.
covered by the shadow.
The thing that make
even
me
though it walks directly in
The
front
thing
of
that make
her.
me scared when I go to...
Oh my god.
Who is calling, man? That phone literally never rings.
Swear if it say 7 days.
But there's a holiday coming up. Do you count the holiday as a day?
Well, that depends. What holiday?
Martin Luther King Day?
Then no.
Why not?
Number
I
5.
can't, bro.
Look what happens when this ghost investigator decides to confront the spirit of a person who supposedly took another man's life in this room.
Did you shoot that man? Did you shoot him because you were scared?
A pale figure peeks out from the doorway. As soon as its presence is called upon, no one seems to notice, probably because it was so low. Is this the spirit they are looking for, or just some light hitting the hall at a weird angle? Number 4.
We got another...
Okay, guys, some weird stuff has been happening.
$1 floats at Arby's. It is now official.
Bro, who keep calling?
Creepy.
It low-key is creepy. It never rings. Alright, let's get back into it.
In my room, and I feel like I need to document this.
Safi B has a collection of haunted dolls that seem to have been moving
I'm
on
very
their
proud,
own.
bro.
Like dogs.
She
No one in
explains
my
how
house
no
can
one can
live
be
with
going
dogs.
inside
I
to
gotta
move
go,
them
bro. They
because
gotta
she
go.
keeps her door
Oh,
locked
man.
during the day, and after she's finished, she hears this noise.
I haven't told you guys this, but like lately I've been hearing my door rattle, and it's like
The movement is not coming from the door, but
Bro, I
rather from
swear
somewhere
if I
deeper
hear that,
within
bro.
the room, which she has clearly shown to be empty, except for her and her dolls. And soon she finds her answer.
no.
Bro.
A solid black Ouija pointer falls off the shelf and lands pointing at her dolls. Number 3.
weird,
A
bruh.
TikTok user named Sean records his friends as he sleeps to prove that he is
Why are you
possessed.
sleeping like
He sleeps with his hands crossed, and then his drawer slides open. I don't see anything pulling it open, do you? Next, a Gatorade ball falls off the dresser. At the exact same moment, his friend rolls over and moves away from him. So he's not holding a string, and I don't think Sean is either. Eventually, Sean comes out of the bathroom, only to find his friend huddled in the corner. 2 orbs glide past, one perfectly vertical with his frame, and then the video ends. Number 2,
Oh,
Nick
bruh.
Samino, 68, works at a yogurt shop that he and all of his fellow co-workers No is haunted.
I don't want to
At times it's like the ghost is waiting to contradict everything he says.
This? Well, I think I stopped it. Did I stop it? No, I didn't. I didn't stop it. And now it stopped. Good.
The problem extends far beyond faulty
Probably
wiring.
faulty,
No
yeah.
sooner does he mention he's all alone before this happens from somewhere above. Again, perfect timing.
This is my security cameras. There's no one here, so I don't understand.
On a different night, he and a coworker stay late to observe all of the strange happenings. Just when they announce
Y'all
that
can
they're
read
about
that.
to leave, the spirit gets angry and punishes them for their departure.
It's so dark because all the light switches are over here.
And when they turn to take one last look at the store, they find the overhead lights swinging wildly. Now here's where I get freaked out. If you think they started swinging the lamps themselves before they started recording, let me show you this part from the very beginning of the video. It's the security monitor, and as you can see, the lights are all completely still. The video is only about a minute long and has no edits, so there's just no way they did it themselves. Before we get to number 1, my edit, then thank you. Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number
Man, bruh. What y'all rate this video being scary? 10 being scary.
I like a 4.5.
2.
That's the end of this video. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell if you new. I'm trying to do different videos, you know what I'm saying? Not always trying to do yee. Get this video to 15 likes and we're gonna do another one. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all check out the other video we did where we was eating trash. Try not to laugh or eat trash, bro. That video was sick. I'm gonna try not to have nightmares, man. It's your boy. Oh, it's Ron.
Queen.
This is my outro. Hold on. Oh, it's Ron signing.